I took out a loan to pay for my brother's college. We're family. Of course we'll pay you back. They cut me off right after. 10 years later, they're broke, and suddenly, I'm family again. 27 missed calls this morning. Hey everyone, long-time lurker, first-time poster. I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but here we go. I'm Jake, 35M, software developer. 10 years ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I trusted my family with my money. This morning, I woke up to 27 missed calls. Mom, Dad, my brother, Adam, 32M. Over and over. 10 years of silence. And now they suddenly care? Yeah, right. Flashback to 10 years ago. Me, 80 grand. That's a lot of money. Mom. Jake, sweetie, we wouldn't ask if we had any other choice. Adam got into a great school, but we can't afford it. You're doing well, you can help. Dad, we're family. Of course, we'll pay you back. You know that. Adam, come on, man. It's for my future. I was 25, just starting my career. I had plans, buying a place, investing, maybe traveling. But they made me feel guilty. They made it sound like I was selfish for hesitating. Me. Fine. I'll take out the loan. Mom. Oh, thank you, baby. You won't regret it. Dad. We'll start paying you back as soon as we can. Spoiler alert, they never did. Back to present day. I took out that loan, Adam got his degree, and guess what? The moment he graduated, they stopped answering my calls. I tried. I called. I texted. Nothing. They had what they wanted. I ended up drowning in debt, working 2 jobs just to stay afloat. It took me 10 years to dig myself out. And now? Now they're broke. I scrolled through my missed calls, shaking my head. Then a text popped up from Mom. Mom. Jake, we need to talk. It's urgent. Please call me back. Sure. Just like it was urgent when I needed my money back. I put my phone down. Let them wait. I sat at my kitchen table, staring at my phone. 27 missed calls. Not a single word in 10 years. And now they couldn't stop blowing up my phone? Yeah, that wasn't suspicious at all. I took a sip of my coffee, scrolling through the call log. Mom. Dad. Adam. Mom again. Dad. Adam. Over and over. I wasn't going to call them back. Not yet. Then, a text popped up. Mom. Jake, we need to talk. It's urgent. Please call me back. I scoffed. Urgent? Like how it was urgent when I needed my money back. Like how it was urgent when I was drowning in debt, and they suddenly stopped answering my calls. Yeah, no thanks. I locked my phone and got up to refill my coffee. No way was I letting them ruin my morning. But just as I reached for the pot, another vibration. Dad. Jake, we're in trouble. Call me. Please. Trouble. Now they were in trouble. Now it was my problem again. I smirked, leaning against the counter. Of course. That's how it always worked, didn't it? They needed something, so suddenly, I existed again. I put my phone down and took a slow sip of coffee. I wasn't biting. A few minutes passed. Another buzz. Adam. Bro, pick up. It's serious. Serious? You know what was serious? The fact that I had spent the last 10 years working 60-hour weeks to pay off a loan I never got to use. The fact that I had eaten instant noodles for 2 years straight because I was covering someone else's tuition. The fact that when I had reached out, just once, just to ask for a little help back, they had ghosted me. And now they were serious? I rolled my eyes and set the phone down again. It kept vibrating. Call after call, text after text. I didn't touch it, but I was curious. I walked over, picked up the phone, and opened the last text. Mom. Jake, please. We need to talk. It's about Adam. Oh, now that was interesting. I sat back down, stretching my legs out, and tapped on the message. My thumbs hovered over the keyboard. I could say nothing. I could let them sweat it out. Or, I smirked, typed 2 words, and hit send. Me, what happened? Less than 10 seconds later, my phone rang. I let it go to voicemail. My phone buzzed again. Incoming call, Mom. I let it ring. A minute later, another call. Dad. Then Adam. I ignored all of them. And then, finally, a voicemail popped up. I hesitated. My finger hovered over the play button. I wasn't in a rush. Let them wait. I stood up, took my time making breakfast. Eggs, toast, a second cup of coffee. Sat down. Ate slowly. Only then did I press play. Mom's voice came through, shaky, but still with that familiar tone. The one she always used when she wanted something. Jake, honey, please call us back. We really need to talk. It's about Adam. He's He's in trouble, and we don't know what to do. A pause. A deep breath. Then, softer. We love you, sweetheart. We miss you. Please, just call us. I stared at the phone. Miss me? That was Rich. I tapped the screen, replaying the message. This time, I listened closely. The way her voice wavered. The forced concern. The way she said trouble, but didn't say what kind. Something was definitely up. I wasn't going to call. Not yet. Instead, I sent a text. Me, what kind of trouble? 3 dots appeared instantly. Mom was typing. Then they disappeared. Then they came back. Mom, it's complicated. Can you just call? I exhaled sharply, shaking my head. Classic. Me. No. Explain. A full minute passed before she responded. Mom, Adam lost his job a while ago. He's been struggling. Things have been hard. We tried to help, but now the house is in danger. The bank is involved. I raised an eyebrow. So that was it. They weren't calling because they missed me. They weren't calling because they suddenly realized how badly they had screwed me over. They were calling because they needed money. Again, I tossed my phone onto the table, running a hand through my hair. I had expected something like this, but seeing it in writing, it still pissed me off. They had thrown me away, cut me off, let me drown, and now they wanted a lifeline. Another buzz. Mom, we know we hurt you, but please, Jake. Adam has a family. The kids need a home. Please don't punish them for our mistakes. I clenched my jaw. There it was. The guilt trip. The manipulation. The do it for the kids card. I picked up my phone, stared at the screen. Then, slowly, I started typing. Me, you didn't care about my future when I was struggling to pay off a loan that wasn't mine. You didn't care when I needed help. Now you expect me to care. I hit send. Almost immediately, another call. Mom. I let it ring. Then, another text. Mom, we made mistakes, but we're still your family. I stared at those words, my grip tightening around the phone. Family. They only pulled the family card when it benefited them, when it meant they could take from me. For 10 years, I wasn't family. I was disposable, forgettable. And now, suddenly, I was important again? I exhaled through my nose. My fingers hovered over the keyboard. Then, finally, I typed 2 words. Me. Good luck. And then I blocked their numbers. I blocked their numbers. Mom. Dad. Adam. For the first time in 10 years, I had the power. And wow, it felt good. I expected silence after that. Maybe some time for them to process the fact that I wasn't falling for it, that they had lost their shot. Instead, I woke up the next morning to emails. Subject, please, Jake. I sighed, already regretting checking my inbox. But curiosity got the best of me. From Mom. Jake, sweetheart, please don't do this. We're desperate. Adam is going to lose the house, and we have no one else to turn to. We're begging you. Just talk to us. We know we hurt you. We know we made mistakes. But we're still family. You can't just pretend we don't exist. The kids are scared, Jake. They don't deserve this. I clenched my jaw. The kids. Always the kids. Funny how they never cared if I was scared. If I was struggling. If I was exhausted from working 2 jobs just to keep up with a loan that wasn't mine. I didn't reply. But more emails came. Subject. Urgent. Please read. From Dad. Jake, I don't know what else to say. We messed up. We were selfish. I know that now. But you have to understand, we didn't mean to abandon you. We thought you were doing fine. We thought you didn't need us. Adam is drowning, son. He hasn't told the kids yet, but they're going to lose everything. We tried helping him, but we can't do it alone. If you don't want to help us, fine. But don't punish Adam's children for this. Please, Jake. I exhaled sharply, running a hand through my hair. They thought I was doing fine? Of course they did. They never checked. Never asked. Never cared. I closed my laptop and pushed it away. The knock on my door. 2 days passed. No more emails, no more calls. I thought that was it. Until someone knocked on my door. A hard, desperate pounding. I frowned, setting down my coffee. No one ever just showed up at my place. I got up slowly, looking through the peephole. Adam. I sighed. Of course. I debated ignoring it, pretending I wasn't home. But something in me, maybe curiosity, maybe spite, made me open the door. He looked like shit. Dark circles under his eyes, hair a mess, wearing an old hoodie that I recognized from college. Jake, he breathed. like he wasn't sure I'd actually answer. I leaned against the doorframe. What do you want? His eyes darted past me, like he was expecting someone else to be here. Maybe Mom or Dad, trying to smooth things over. When he realized it was just me, he swallowed hard. He exhaled, running a hand down his face. Look, man, I know you're pissed. I get it. I crossed my arms. Do you? He hesitated. Yeah, I do. I fucked up. We all did. But I don't know what else to do, Jake. I'm out of options. I stared at him, waiting. I lost my job a year ago, he continued. Tried to find something else, but man, it's hard. And with 3 kids, I scoffed. Yeah? Try paying off an $80,000 loan while working 2 jobs and getting ghosted by your entire family. That's hard. He winced, looking away. I know. Okay. I was selfish. I should have helped you. I should have done something. I didn't say anything. He let out a shaky breath. I thought Mom and Dad were handling it. And when you stopped calling, I figured you didn't want to talk to us. I narrowed my eyes. You didn't stop to wonder why I stopped calling? He rubbed his temples. I don't know, man. I was stupid. I was caught up in my own life. I should have been there for you. He looked up at me, desperation in his eyes. But please, Jake, I need your help. I have nowhere else to go. The offer. I stared at him for a long moment. Then, I stepped aside. Come in. His shoulders sagged with relief. He stepped inside, looking around my apartment. It wasn't a mansion, but it was mine, paid for with my own hard work. He sat on the couch, rubbing his hands together. I sat across from him. How much do you need? His head snapped up. What? You came all this way. You clearly want something. So, how much? He swallowed hard. I don't know. Whatever you can spare. I snorted. Wrong answer. He shifted uncomfortably. The house. I owe about 30 grand. And there's other stuff. Debt. Bills. I'm behind on everything. I let that sink in. 30 grand. That was a lot. But it was less than what I had given up for him all those years ago. I leaned back. I'll make you a deal. His eyes lit up. Anything, man. Anything. I smirked. I'll cover your debt. Every last penny. His mouth fell open. You will. I nodded. On one condition. He swallowed. What? What is it? I leaned forward, resting my elbows on my knees. You sign over the house. To me. His face dropped. What? I shrugged. You need the money, right? Well, I need collateral. I'm not just giving you 30 grand. You sign the house over to me, and I'll make sure you and your family have somewhere to live. His hands clenched into fists. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm dead serious. That's my home. My kids. I raised a hand. And they can stay there. I won't kick them out. But legally? It'll be mine. He stared at me, his jaw tight. This is insane, he muttered. I shrugged. Take it or leave it. He stood up, running a hand through his hair. He looked like he was going to argue, but he had no leverage. After a long moment, he sighed. Fine. I'll sign it over. I smirked. Smart choice. The final move. A week later, the paperwork was done. The house was mine. Adam stayed. His kids stayed. But now, I own the roof over their heads. Mom and Dad called me again. They weren't happy. Mom, how could you do this to your own brother? I just smiled. We're family, Mom. Of course I'll take care of them. And then I hung up. I knew it was coming. The moment Adam realized I wasn't bluffing, that I actually expected him to pay rent, he started pushing back. The excuses rolled in one after another. I just need more time. I'm trying, man, but things are tight. Come on, Jake, you don't even need the money. At first, I played along, gave him a few extra days, let him squirm. But when the first month ended, and I still hadn't seen a single cent, I decided it was time to remind him who was in charge. Eviction notice. I sent him a text. Rent is overdue. If you can't pay, I'll have to start the eviction process. It took him 5 seconds to respond. Adam, are you serious? Completely. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. I didn't even need to check the caller ID. Jake, you can't be serious, Adam snapped as soon as I picked up. I warned you. You're actually gonna throw me and my kids out on the street? I took a slow sip of my coffee. That's up to you, isn't it? Silence. Then, the explosion. I can't believe you'd do this to me. I can't believe I ever looked up to you. You're just as heartless as everyone said you'd be. The money changed you, man. I laughed. Actually laughed. Oh, now you want to talk about money? You think I forgot about the 80 grand I spent on you? That was different. Yeah, it was. Because I paid. And you didn't. Click. He hung up. I smirked, shaking my head. He wasn't ready for what was coming next. They tried to fight back. A few days passed, and I thought maybe, just maybe, he'd finally realized he had no way out of this. Then I got an email. Subject, legal action against you. I actually laughed out loud before opening it. From Dad. Jake. We have spoken to a lawyer about your unethical and predatory behavior. You manipulated your brother into signing over his home under duress. This will not stand. If you proceed with this eviction, we will take you to court for fraud. We strongly encourage you to reconsider. Families should not treat each other this way. I stared at the screen, shaking my head. They were really trying to threaten me. I didn't even bother responding. Instead, I forwarded the email to my lawyer with a simple message. Let's make things right. The court battle. The case didn't even last long. First, Adam's claim that I had manipulated him was laughable. He signed everything voluntarily. There were witnesses. Second, they didn't even have money for a good lawyer. They thought just threatening legal action would scare me. It didn't. The judge didn't even take 10 minutes to dismiss their case. And just like that, the last thing they were holding on to, a hope, was gone. The final showdown. I was standing outside the courthouse when Adam stormed up to me, face red, fist clenched. You're the worst, he spat. I smirked. This was your choice. His hands were shaking. You know what? Fine. Take the house. Take everything. But don't ever call yourself my brother again. I stepped closer, lowering my voice. Adam, I stopped being your brother the moment you left me to rot in debt. I turned to walk away. And just as I did, I heard him whisper, one day, you'll see what you did. I didn't even flinch. I had one. Adam lost everything. His house? Mine. His last attempt at fighting back? Crushed. His pride? Gone. But here's the thing about people like Adam and my parents, they never learn. They don't take responsibility. They don't reflect. They don't change. They just double down. The desperation begins. It started with texts. First, from Mom. Mom, Jake, please, we need to talk. This has gone too far. Then from Dad. Dad, your mother hasn't been able to sleep since the court hearing. Are you really going to do this to us? Then Adam. Adam, you happy now? My kids are scared. You took their home. How do you sleep at night? I ignored them all. Until one final message came through from Mom. Mom, Jake, if you don't want to help Adam, fine. But please, don't do this to us. We're your parents. We made mistakes, but we love you. We raised you. That has to count for something. And for the first time in 10 years, I actually felt something. Not guilt. Not regret. Just tired. Because they still didn't get it. They still thought this was about money. It wasn't. It was about respect. About how they treated me like a disposable ATM and cut me off the second I wasn't useful. And now that the tables had turned, they couldn't handle it. So, I sent one last message. Me, I spent 10 years struggling because of you. You spent 10 years pretending I didn't exist. I guess we're even now. Then I blocked them. The fallout. Adam was forced to move into a tiny apartment. Dad? Lost his job shortly after. Something about mismanaging funds. Guess it runs in the family. Mom? Became the talk of their church community. The woman who raised 2 sons, one successful and one a failure. Only problem? The failure wasn't me. And me? I thrived. For the first time in my life, I wasn't carrying anyone else's burdens. I wasn't drowning in guilt. I wasn't being manipulated into thinking family meant letting yourself be used. I was free. The last attempt. A year passed. Silence. Then, one morning, I woke up to an email. Subject, can we talk? I rolled my eyes. Of course. From Mom. Jake. It's been a year. We miss you. Please, can we just talk? We don't want anything from you. We just want our son back. I know we weren't perfect parents. I know we made mistakes. But we're old, Jake. We don't have much time left. Do you really want this to be how things end? Please, just call me. One last time. I stared at the screen. And for a moment, just a moment, I thought about it. Then my phone buzzed. A second email. Subject. Urgent. Please read. From Adam. Jake. I fucked up. I know that. I lost everything. I get it now. But man, I need your help. I don't care about me. But my kids? They need a stable home. They need family. Just give me a chance to fix this. Please. I took a deep breath, and I did something I should have done 10 years ago. I deleted both emails. No response. No closure. Just silence. Because for the first time in my life, I was truly, finally, completely free. It's been a year since I last heard from them. A full year of silence. No calls. No emails. No fake apologies. And let me tell you, it's been the best year of my life. What happened to them? Adam? Still struggling. Last I heard, he was bouncing between jobs, barely keeping up with rent. Guess it's harder when there's no one left to bail you out. Mom and Dad? Still pretending to be the victims. Word got around their church that I had betrayed them, but turns out, even their friends weren't buying it. People talk. And once the truth came out, they were left with nothing but their own guilt. And me? I won. For the first time in my life, I wasn't weighed down by anyone else's problems. I wasn't expected to save anyone. I was just living. I traveled, bought a better apartment, invested, thrived, and I never, not once, looked back. The final message. This morning, I woke up to one last email. Subject, one last chance. I already knew who it was from before I even opened it. From Mom. Jake. I don't know if you'll even read this, but please, just hear me out. Your father isn't doing well. He's sick. The doctors say it's serious. We don't know how much time we have left with him. I know we've hurt you. I know we made mistakes. But Jake, we're still your family. Can't we just fix this before it's too late? I stared at the screen. And you know what? I didn't feel anything. Not anger. Not sadness. Not guilt. Just nothing. I closed my laptop, grabbed my keys, and headed out. There was a whole world waiting for me. And I wasn't wasting another second on people who had never truly valued me.